Well, good morning, folks. Fox Squirrel was telling me I don't need to be under his tree a while ago. Anyway, thought I'd get down here early this morning and see if I catch something. Throwing the cast net around, I ain't got nothing, so it may be a pretty tough day, but we're gonna give it a try. So I do have a box of worms. I'll get started. Threw a jig for a while, hoping to catch a sand bass or white bass. Nothing. Not a lot of fish activity. They are running a little bit of water. As you can tell, there's a little current out there. They've cut it back. Yesterday they was running 32,000. This morning, a couple hours ago, they cut it down to 19,000. Apparently they got a psychic that knew I was coming fishing and told them cut it back. So there's not enough current. There is current out there, but there's not enough current. The swifter the current, the closer the shad will be to bank. And there's just not enough current to push them up against the bank. So, and we'll throw some worms out there and see if we can get anything to for bait, or I wouldn't mind keeping a few today. So let's get after it and see what we get. I'm just going to put two out for now. I'm going to change that jig out and put me on a worm. Try to get some bluegill. If I get some bluegill, then I'll throw the other rods out. There's not much working out there, and you can see there's a little. I don't even see no shad flipping out there. So this might be one of those days that fish don't want to cooperate. And again, who knows? I got down here a little late. I got down here about 7 o'clock. I wanted to get down here about daybreak, but I had to go get some gas and coffee and whatnot. So let me change this other little rod over to a worm bait rig, and we'll see if we can get some bluegill. Okay, well, a little success. That's a good river bluegill. He's gonna be cut bait. This one I'm gonna throw out for live bait. Again, you find a big mass of roots, and then bluegill will be up in there right next to bank. So cut bait, live bait. Let's throw the big one out. Okay, one dirty bluegill perch going out. Let's see. That'll probably end up being gar bait, but we'll see. Y'all must have told this bluegill what to come. Don't clean me off. I never seen a bite. Probably, well, I don't know. I'd say it's a little swift, too swift turtles, but anyway, we'll find out. It's a tough bait, them old bluegill. I got bit and didn't know it. Yeah, I guess I got bit and didn't know it. It's a bluegill belly section. Well, he's not a giant, but he'll get the day started. Hit on that belly section of bluegill. I think we need to introduce this into the stringer. About 2 more like that. All I can eat. Well, all I need. Well, I could only need about 2 of them. Maybe this one, but I want more than that. Okay, let me get that bluegill rehooked and we'll get it back up. He's having a hard time getting that bluegill in his mouth. Yes, sir. A couple of those. A couple of those we'll have to try catfish. Trying to find my fishing spot. Quick, everybody act like they're not fishing. They know where I'm at now. I tell you what, a little bit of current, these little ones feel pretty good. Hey, yeah, those did. Yeah, no giant, but you're a eater. If you're not, you will be. Yeah, a little smaller than the last one, but he'll work. He'll work for what we have in mind. Okay, that and still the bait. So we need another bluegill chunk. Another bluegill chunk. Now, can we get back to bluegill fish? Maybe. Of course, he's fighting the current, so nah, he's not that big. Well, I don't know. Sometimes he grows on you in that current. Yeah, about the same size. Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, he's a little bit. Okay. Yeah, he's quite a bit bigger than the other two. Okay, quite a bit bigger. He'll definitely work. What I have in mind. Now you just have to go and flip like that, wouldn't you? There we go. About one more. I mean, I'll make do with what I got right now, but one more would be nice. And we got another. Let's have, I'm probably 3 foot deep. And let me show you how I'm doing this. Hey, you got the worm. Dude, you greedy little punk. That's another nice one there. Sometimes I worm them on, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do just like that. That seems to work just as good. So while we're waiting for a bite, let's come down and show you how I'm fishing for these bluegill. They seem to be scattered today. Wish that live one would get hit. So what I'm doing is going on back again. Here's some big trees. You know they got roots out here. They come out to this bank. And see all this stuff down here? See all this? All I'm doing is easing this down. Sometimes you'll get hit before it gets to the bottom. Easing it down. Okay, there's the bottom on that one. There's the bottom on that one. Sometimes you adjust your cork, but it's just as effective. And don't pull up quick, because you can get hung up. If you get hung up, you got that little split shot. Just keep working it. Oh, he got off. Okay. And just like that. You got to find cover. They're tight to the cover. They know better than go out there amongst, oh crap, there's some more stuff floating down the river. They know better than to go out in the open and get ate. But they don't know better than to chase a little worm that just happens to fall in front of their face. I had an 8-ounce weight on there. Can't throw it quite as far as I can with a 4-ounce, so I'm gonna go 4-ounce. Things kind of slowed down there. Got them 3 real fast. Actually, no, I got them. I'm gonna use them. Well, if I can get it. I missed it. That was probably a gar. Got that thing. No wonder I can't get nothing. Not a big one. I saw them first 2. That current makes them feel a lot bigger though. Did get, yeah. Be still, stop it. Yeah, I don't think I'll keep him. I think I'll turn him loose. I think he's lucky today. But he did like that bluegill. I may throw that bluegill head out. That small perch got around and got that hook stuck back through him and looked like it's about in his spine. So they seem to be preferring cut today. Or at least on that one they do. Well, I was wondering why I hadn't got any bites. Sitting out there hung up. That's why you need to check your bait every 30 minutes or so. Yes, sir. Looks like the hook got hung up. Or wait. Anyway, I lost them both. Okay. I'm gonna get about 30 more minutes. It's getting warm. Luckily, the breeze kicked up, so try to catch some more bluegill for another fishing trip. Since Shad, I'm almost thinking they've cut the water back. It seems to be a little less current, but maybe that's just me. Man. like we're dealing with gar. There's a little bitty one here. All right, got off. Got off. Yeah. Yeah. And they turn real dark out there. I guess being in the sun. I didn't have them real deep. Folks, been real. I've been here about 2 hours. It's almost 9:30. I got here a little after 7. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going home clean some catfish. Okay, welcome back. Let's get these fish beer battered into the fryer. I got my oil heating up. Now I like larger chunks of fish for battering, beer batter. Typically I use, that's why I use white bass, sand bass, hybrid, striper, less desirable fish for is beer battering. But today we have catfish, and that's what we're going to go with. Now you want your fillets super dry. I just salsa these to get some more moisture out of them. That will help your batter stick better. They were already dry, and I put some salt on them. So just be careful not to over salt them. Another tip, you want your beer really, really cold. I do not pull the beer out and make the mix until I'm ready to drop it in the oil. The oil needs to be about 360, 375. In this container, I've got about 1.5 cups of flour. I got about 1/4 cup of cornstarch. That will help crisp up the batter. And to that, I'm going to put, oh, I don't know, tablespoon, teaspoon of baking powder. And then that. Now you can use any seasoning you like. I really don't care, but I like a little Old Bay. About 2 tablespoons. Okay. Small side isn't getting it done. Well, that is. We're going to have to go to the big. So I'll put about 2 tablespoons in there. Yeah, or to your liking. And whisk this all together. Get it incorporated very good. The cornstarch and the baking powder help fluff up your coating. This is not something you want to do ahead of time. If you do it ahead of time, your beer goes, it goes flat. It will cause you to have a soft, soggy coating. And it's not something once you cook them, you can let them set for a long time. Okay, we got this mixed up. And go get the beer. And we'll get started with this. Oh, gotta check the oil. That lid's ready, I can tell you that. Again, I'm looking for about 360 to 375. She's about 300. I turned her off, so she's cooled down. Okay, our oil is at 350. Time we get this all mixed up, it ought to be ready. And you just want to start by a little bit at a time. My hand's probably in the way. Just a little bit at a time. I don't know where my medium mixing bowl made off to, so you want about the consistency of pancake batter. Yeah, I just used that thing the other day and I don't know where it made off to. You want to get all your lumps out. You get it too thin, just add a little bit more flour, cornstarch, or something like that. Before you start, make sure you got your mixing bowl handy. I don't like a real thick batter. Of course, I don't like real fluffy pancakes either. A little pinch of baking soda wouldn't hurt either, but it's in the house. Let's take a fish fillet. Oh yeah, that's about right. See how it's really, I'll do a couple at a time. Get them all down in there, get all that good stuff all up on it. And then before I get ready, I will bring it over to the cook. Let's see, oil should be just about right. Oh yeah, 353. Oh, helps if I got it in oil. There we go. There we go. 369. And I want all the batter to kind of run off of it before you drop it in there. And about 5 minutes. Well, it's just like frying fish. It depends on the size of your fish. See, I don't know if you can see that or not. And you just cook them till they're golden brown. Have your plate with paper towels or a cooling rack. Cooling rack is too fancy for that. Hey, turn them over. Yep, and browning up pretty good right there. Now your oil's going to cool down. 353. So these fillets weren't that big. About 3 to 5 minutes. Like I said, it depends on the size of your fish fillets. And when they get nice and brown to your liking, you're going to pull them out of there. Ah, fumble. Make sure you get as much oil off of them as you can. Pull them out of there. And there's our beer battered catfish. Now, for our, we're going to use the same batter for our onion rings. You can make your own batter if you don't want it. Let's get the skin off that. I use Vidalia onions. I like as big as I can get them. And I like a 1/4 inch to about a 1/2 inch slices. Separate the rings. That's going to be a good one. For the plain ones, for the rings, we're going to do just like fish. We're going to put them in there. A couple of them in there. Get them all nice and breaded. And get a small one in there. Oh, I broke that one. All right, it'll still eat. We want to get it nice and coated. Like the fish, we're going to bring our rings over. Get the batter off as much as we can. And we're going to drop them in there. So they're golden brown. And just like that, we got onion rings cooked. Usually while the cook takes a little freshen out there. Turn these over a little bit. Get them nice and brown. The fish should be just about cooled up. I can't even talk now, I'm so excited. The fish should be cooled off enough to try. There, I said it. Now that's what I would call a plain onion ring right there. Let me show you the Cajun version. With the Cajun version, it's a lot like the plain ones. Only, we're going to take our rings. We're using Louisiana fish fry. Get it all battered. It's going to go into the Cajun fish fry. And we're just going to make sure that it's coated very good. Cajun. And it goes from here. While those are cooking, let's look at this fish. Wow, it's crunchy. Yeah, baby. That's so hot. They can cool off a lot. Oh, I started to say it could use some more salt. I forgot the Old Bay is the kind with low sodium. Because if you're going to do onion rings, Cajun onion rings, the Louisiana has a lot of salt in it. That's why I didn't put salt in the batter. Now let's try one of these. I love onion rings. Okay, those look like they're coming along pretty good. Lift them over. Doesn't want to. That little one is fighting. There you go. You're going to get turned over. Maybe I should have been turning them instead of cooking. Turning them instead of eating. I love onion rings. They look like they're done. The Louisiana will turn a lot darker. It has a lot of paprika or something. That's hot. Okay, we're going to do the third way of onion rings. Now, still using the same batter. Some of y'all may remember, I should say may remember, they still got them. Some of y'all may like Sonic onion rings. This is how you can get super crunchy onion rings. All these is just regular breadcrumbs. You can use seasoned breadcrumbs. I don't, because usually these things have enough seasoning on them. All you do is dip them in the batter. Remember, just like we did with Louisiana. And this is going to have a very, I'm using my hands now except for the batter. This will have a very rough textured, crunchy coating on it when it gets done. Get in there. Smaller ones are easier to get the coating off of, I think. The batter. Here we go. Wow. Oh, looks like they're already done. I need tongue. And it's got, I don't know if you can tell, but it has that rough texture on it like Sonic. Probably better than Sonic. I don't know. Y'all had Sonic onion? I love Sonic onion rings. Well, that's done. I don't want to get another bite of pig. Don't y'all tell nobody. Okay. That's your beer battered catfish. Hush puppies hush puppies, listen to me. Look at that. As soon as those cool off, let's see how crunchy those are. Okay, let's try the Cajun one. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So freaking good. So freaking good. Man, I love the Cajun onion rings. Okay, folks. Battered fish, homemade onion rings 3 ways. And you could do your fish 3 ways if you wanted to. Yeah, that Louisiana got a lot of salt in it. I need something to wash it down with. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you try this stuff at home, man. I like sharing this stuff with y'all. If y'all like these cooking videos, leave me a comment, like and subscribe down below. I have some more planned if they are popular. Oh, I forgot to show see how the not panko, but the regular breadcrumb, the Sonic ones, kind of turned out. Hot. That's how it turned out, hot. Crunchy. Not as crunchy as those Cajun ones though. Good stuff. Now this has some heat in it, so if you're not used to heat or you don't like heat, don't use that, use something else. I tell you what, I love onion rings. Have I said that before? Okay, this is it. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.